Hello, thank you so much for coming back to join me for today's video. As you saw by the title and the thumbnail, we are doing a sweat resistant base look. So if you'd like to see what products I use, layering techniques, stuff like that, then please keep on watching. Like it says, I do upload a daily video all about budget beauty, so make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that jazz. If you can afford it, you can also become a member of my channel by hitting the join button down below. It is $4.99 a month. You get videos 2 days early, and when I get a few more members, I'll be doing member-only live streams. If you can't, that is still totally cool. Still daily uploads. Okay, so I'm sitting here, and it is hot. We're in the 90s today. It's about 9:30, and we're already in the 80s. A little bit of sweat going on already, but I also have sunscreen on. So very first thing you want to start with is your skincare. I already washed my face with an oil controlling face wash, and I did put on some sunscreen on my face, my neck, my ears. You want to make sure you're using sunscreen. It's really, really important. It helps prevent signs of skin aging. So, and of course, it can help prevent skin cancer, but just, use your sunscreen. Okay, so first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using an oil control setting spray, a mattifying setting spray as my primer. This is the Milani Make It Last Matte Finish 16-hour matte charcoal setting spray. You can use setting sprays kind of pretty much however you want. You can kind of use it as a base. You can also set your makeup with it. You can do both, whatever. I find it's a really good way to kind of sandwich your products. So that's what I'm going to do. This is a really good product. It's pretty affordable. So, okay. I usually don't use as much as I would when I am setting my makeup, but just FYI. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so while that is doing its thing, I'm gonna hurry up and do my brows, just using my regular e.l.f. Instant Lift brow pencil. But okay, so when it comes to wearing base products during the summer, less is more. So that's kind of what we're going to be going for. That doesn't mean you can't have good coverage. It just means you're going to be doing thinner layers, if that makes sense. So I'm going in with a nice thinner medium coverage concealer. It's the Wet n Wild Incognito. I'm just going to be doing places like zits, under eye circles, places like that. Because we are going to be using a powder foundation today. But this is just really going to be our main coverage product. And once again, we're not going to be going ham. We're not really going to use this as like a foundation. I've seen some people, and you can totally do that. You're going to get awesome coverage, but we're not using this as actual foundation. So, okay. So I'm going to use a different puff because this one is dirty. Once again, I still need to wash my puffs. Still need to wash makeup brushes, but we're just going to go ahead and blend everything out. Once again, you're going to see it's not like super, super duper full coverage, but it's still really, really nice coverage. Okay, so got things pretty well covered. So wherever we went ahead and we put liquid concealer, we're going to want to set with a powder before we go in with powder foundation. What this is going to do is it's going to help prevent any kind of weird grabbing of the powder foundation. So you can just use whatever kind of brush you have or whatever. So I'm just going to be using, this is a Real Techniques brush, and once again, I'm not going to be using a ton. I'm just going to, just enough that's not going to grab onto that powder foundation. And this is just the Maybelline Set and Smooth. If you're extremely oily in some areas, like me and my T-zone, we're going to go ahead and powder that area once again, just that way that powder foundation won't grab onto it weird. But you can use loose powder, whatever kind of powder you want. You don't have to use these products. Once again, thin layers. Nothing is too heavy. Everything is nicely set now. We don't want anything sticky where it's going to grab on weird. Okay, my forehead is feeling a little sticky from that setting spray, and honestly probably because of sweat. So we're just going to gently brush a little bit over the forehead. I'm just going to set my brows really quick too. Okay, so we're pretty well good. So yeah, I feel good now. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to switch to our coverage foundation, our powder foundation. Once again, if you just want to stop here, like I could totally stop here and move on to bronzer, powder, you know, blush, stuff like that would be totally fine. I do want a little bit more coverage. I'm just going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Full Coverage powder foundation. So I do like to use a little poof for it. And just gently gonna, this is gonna amp up the coverage a little. But still, once again, just super lightweight. And even if we're gonna be sweating, it's not going to look weird if it starts wearing it down. Because once again, we're just doing thin layers. So make sure you're doing around the ears like you would. Make sure you're blending it well like you would a regular foundation. So coverage is amped up, but once again, still looks pretty natural. Still seeing zits showing through, and I didn't use a ton of product. Something that's really important, I feel, is going in with a powder brush and just making sure you're sweeping off any excess. I like to sweep downwards, just that way you're sweeping any of those little hairs that's on your face down, so that way they're not sticking up. Making sure I'm sweeping really good along the hairline. But feels good. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the face, bronzing, blush, stuff like that. Okay, so I just went ahead and grabbed the Ulta. This is the 3-in-1 cheek palette. Really, really good. I'm going to use the bronzer from this. I like this bronzer. It's pretty. It's got like that marbleized finish. I'm just going to pick some up with the Morphe brush. And we're just gently going to bronze just a little bit. Make sure you get those ears. A little bit across the nose. Okay, looks nice. Let's go ahead and move on to the blush and highlighter. Okay, I grabbed the, this is the Pomegranate from the e.l.f., the little bite-size face palette. I don't know if they're going out of business, but did you see when they had their 60% off sale? Like, these were on sale. So I'm hoping that they're not getting rid of these, but we shall see. I'm going to go ahead and do the highlighter first. That way I can overlap it with the blush. Hoping this shade isn't too dark. We shall see. I think it should be okay. Pretty. Kind of natural. It's not super dark, so it's not like looking weird on the skin, but it's not a super bright shade, so it doesn't look off. You know, it doesn't look super blinding, if that makes sense. So it's a little bit more natural, which I'm actually okay with. Let's go ahead and dip into the blush. Tap off the excess. Okay, I think that looks nice. Look a little bit sun-kissed, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is I'm just gonna show you a up-close look where we're at. So I'm feeling good about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do another setting spray. So we did our skincare, put this on, and then we started layering thin layers of product. We're gonna go ahead and sandwich everything in with another dose of this. Once again, I didn't go as crazy as I usually do, but yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and throw on some other makeup. I'll be right back to show you the finished look. I'll be doing check-ins during the day while I'm out and about, and it's super hot, and I'll show you how all this base makeup is holding up, but it looks pretty, it feels very lightweight, and nothing is too heavy, so I'll see you here in a little bit. Okay, so it's been about 2 hours since I did my base makeup. Just throw on some eyeshadow and some lipstick, mascara, waterproof mascara, of course, but this is what the base is looking like about 2 hours later. I think it still looks really, really nice. We're about ready to leave here. I'm actually running a little behind, but I'll check in with you in the car and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's still looking nice. So I'll see you here in a little while. Okay, so we've been out and about for what, maybe 2.5 hours? So it's been a minute. It is extremely hot. I'm getting like sweaty around my eyes. But foundation, well, base is looking really, really good. So feel good about that. How do you think my base looks, like the foundation and everything?
It looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, so still looking good. Like my chest is like that damp, like clammy feeling, but face is still looking good, still feeling good. So I will touch base with you here when I get home in a little while. So see you in a minute. Hello. Okay, so we just got home a few minutes ago. It's been about 7 hours since I did my base makeup, and I have to say, looking pretty good. So you can see that's sweat, like, and as you can see, the base is holding up really, really nicely. So from my experience, any foundation I've tried, whether it says it's sweat resistant, water, all that kind of stuff, it actually isn't. It's going to be a lot of the prep, the thin layers, all that kind of stuff that's going to make the difference with making your base makeup last through the heat, the sweat, the humidity, because it is going to break down. It is going to wear down in the heat, the humidity, the sweatiness, all that kind of stuff. But it's going to be those thin layers that's going to help prevent it looking patchy and stuff. So definitely looking dewy, definitely looking a little greasy, but it still looks really, really good after 7 hours. So yeah, I like doing my makeup this way. If I do want to go with something that's a little bit more full coverage, I like to do it this way. So the skin prep, do it what's good for your skin type, and then the concealer wherever you need it, and then a little bit of setting powder over those wet areas, whether it's from your concealer or from your skincare, and then go in over the top with your powder foundation. But yeah, still looks really, really good. A little bit of settling, which is completely normal, but it looks good. It would look even better if I did a pore filling primer, but I'm not disappointed at all. I think it looks amazing, and yeah, anyway, I'll go in and link the products I used below for you. It will either be an affiliate link through Amazon or the little shopping tag where you can like press it and we'll have the list of products. It's there for your convenience. You definitely don't have to purchase anything. It's just there. But anyway, I'm going to go jump in the shower because I'm hot and sweaty and I want to take this makeup off. But I hope you did enjoy. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and share it. Let us know down below what are some of your tips and tricks to make your makeup stay during the hot, sweaty months. We would love to know down below. And of course, you are always welcome to follow me on my social media. I have Facebook and Instagram, and it is at Budget Glam Babe. Don't go anywhere quite yet. Another video should start autoplaying here very shortly, or you can always click on one of the ones that will be popping up around the screen. But yeah, I'll see you here in just a sec.